Hey everyone, welcome back. BogMod here. Playing more East 10 Nordics. Karja has apparently been magically calmed. She has the spirit of Rolo, which in her case makes him a wild, murderous berserker with anger. Sanders, alright. So, they're appearing before Sand's own deeper meaning. Okay. And you be scared? We're here with you.
Something you want? Anything an extra stuff?
Is there a way I can arrange talking to the other Pickard? There we go. For a thing with a whole state of affairs. Small. I think you're a kind soul indeed. To be fair, the rest of the Normans tried to murder you all.
Welcome. Need a boxed lunch? I have you covered. A dash of my secret ingredient, and this'll be tasty. Would you like it? Wait till you...
Alright, well with that, we are ready to take on Rolo's Ark.
Let's catch our breath. How's that? This one's strong. Switch! Flame off! Too easy! Moving! Dodge this! Blast off! How's that? Dodge this!
Actually, nope.
Not gonna make it in time, unless...
Switch over there. Locks.
Not gonna make it in time, unless...
Oh, right.
Not gonna make it in time, unless...
Do I press? Nope.
Flame off! Mana! Fly away! Flame off! Go time, Karja!
There it is.
after sealing her consciousness, she is still able to fight as one with
I know,
God.
it is
Perhaps
super
it's her
convenient.
bond as shield brethren that allows her to do so. We simply must find a way to save her.
How's that? Fire! Burn to cinders! Here goes!
Guess I need to keep going up. Oh, there it is. Over there. Get up here without having to go through the thing now. Ah.
Here goes! Here goes! Fire! Burn to cinders! Fire! The stronger the better.
Come on, Zombie Karja. You can lead the way for a bit. Fish bait G. There we are. Nope.
Switch! 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 Flame up! Pulverize! How's that? Crumble!
I do like that they've, like, normally, you know, Karja would be making all these noises. But they have, well, no, never mind, I take it back. She does make some noises still.
Dodge this! Blast off!
Never mind. No. Well, I am suspicious
Let's
about
catch
that
our
room and the
breath.
sudden loss of music. So,
Looks strong. Take this. Dodge this. That's the attack. Dodge this. Black ball. Team up. Black ball.
guess there is treasure in the corner. Which I'll need to get to the top floor for. Oops. Going up. Back around.
Here goes. Burn to cinders!
Whee! There we go. Thunder gloves. Inflicts paralysis. Neat. Up we go.
Let's catch our breath.
Ooh, sounds like a boss.
Rollo housed a multitude of flora and fauna within his ark. This section of it was presumably used to accommodate them.
How's that go missing?
I do not know. So harsh and violent was the tempest that descended upon us. Our subjects and I could only surmise that it must have capsized.
Aw.
Sorry to horn in on this heart-wrenching tale.
How did you catch up to us? Look at ahead of us.
Didn't realize this hull held so much history. Not that I give a picker's ass one way or another.
Grimson.
Well, if it ain't my however many greats, Granny and La Leela. You're looking fresh-faced yourself, Adol. You know, I held out a sliver of hope that the throne would tie this up with a neat little bow. Turned out to be a bust, though, eh?
I'm not forgiving your attempted cold-blooded murder of everyone in Karnak and us.
Ah, don't be coy, lad. You know the only item on my agenda. Now hand over Rollo back there. What's this? Old Grand sealed consciousness away or something? Won't do much good, aside from delaying the inevitable. Soon enough, she'll brush that seal off and strew disaster out every which way.
Karja is a living memento of Ilena. You ought to be cherishing her, if anything.
Karja is in Rollo's clutches now. Doesn't end with her either. That whore son robbed Ilena of her life, and her dream along with it.
Backstory.
How's Warg holding up?
Never stood a chance. He's off on that one-way trip to Harside in Walhalla now.
I see. Well, good on him. It's been a long 10 years of us tearing up the battlefield together.
Your nose is running.
Huh?
Drop the tough act, Grimson. Every time you try to choke back tears, they just come out in sniffles and snot instead.
Ha! Shut your gob.
Stings, don't it? Making it all the way to Bretagne, just to have one of our own stab us in the back. Gods blind me. Just how long do we have to keep these plundering expeditions up?
See what I mean? Like, you didn't need any sort of magical thing to go out and attack others and take their stuff
Even
and kill
I've
them.
had more than I can stomach.
How long? Try forever. Losing our homeland to the dire winter drove us Normans into eking by on what we can loot for over a century. Can't well think of any other way we can live this late in the game.
Why not make one for yourself then? A new homeland, that is.
Huh? Who the devil are you? Take whatever you're peddling and beat it. Can't you tell a couple of chewed-up, shat-out warriors when you see them?
My name is Ilina. Ilina Balta. I was raised here in Karnak, but my veins run with the blood of Normans. On that note, how would you like to be my shield brother?
You're what? I wrote the lass off as a nutcase. Didn't humor her one bit at the start, but she just kept coming back to see me. That day, the next, and every day after. I learned that her father had gone off to Walhalla during an expedition. For us Norman warriors, being Walhalla bound's the highest honor there is. But after losing her dear old dad, she didn't find the idea all too compelling.
What good is Walhalla if it means leaving everyone else behind in a living Nibelhell?
From then on, Ilina attempted to put a fleet of her own together. We Normans had become sea-going brigands after the dire winter forced us off our native land. So Ilina wanted to find us a place where we could live in peace, without discrimination. But try as she did to muster some allies to the cause, no one gave her so much as a sidelong glance. At first, I'd only stuck around to kill time while my wounds closed up. Back then, Karnak was packed to the brim with Norman expeditioners. Ilina played it slow and steady, calling out to every ear she could bend till, sure enough, she started gathering up a group of supporters, one member at a time. Some had grown wary of fighting, while others longed for untouched frontiers. By the time we built up Balta Island as the hub of our voyage to find a new homeland, I realized that seeing Ilina's dream through had become my own. But then... planting roots in new soil, and making a life as new Normans. That was the dream she envisioned.
Grimson.
Now you know why I'm so bent on putting Rolo under the dirt. That's the least I can do to honor the woman whose ambitions outlived her. After what happened to Ilina, I could see from a Cremelia away that Karja might be targeted as her next blood relative. How the Trident didn't recognize Karja as Rolo's descendant, though, is beyond me.
Could it be? Did you purposefully foster Rolo's return in order to defeat him? Was that your reason for sending Karja out on the Sandras?
Go ahead. Call me a failure of a father. I'll just take it in stride.
You're a bad man. I mean, you had mana powers. You could have conceivably killed them.
How could you?
Adel, it wasn't right, the way we made our problems into yours. But it won't be much longer now. We're putting an end to this whole kit and caboodle.
Karja says she was a good punch.
She did, huh? Makes sense. When it comes down to it, I was never much of a parent to her.
Not a good man, Grimson.
But since that day, I've sunk everything I've got to give into paving my way here.
I'm not forgetting you tried to kill everyone on the
The
Sandras.
point of no return's long gone now.
Yeah.
Karja? She regained consciousness on her own?
What do you know? Turns out just one punch won't cut it.
Nice.
2 or 3 ought to do the trick. Ah, who am I kidding? Let's go 10.
Back to your senses, are ya? Sorry to say, though, it ain't gonna change what I gotta do.
Yeah, you choose to do this, Crimson. Let's not pretend.
Fine by me. You've got my back, right, Shield brother?
Yeah. Always.
Good answer. Time to hold up to your promise.
Well, say your goodbyes.
You don't have that much life there, buddy.
You two are really hanging in there. Question is, how long can you keep it up? Well, this is around what I expected of you. Too bad it's also the most you can handle. About time you breathed your last, Rolo.
Crimson's not playing around. Fine. I'm getting pretty pissed off over here. You better be ready to eat those words! They go through! What? Blast off! It broke through! What? It broke through!
Let's eat. No, you know, let's just.
Phew! I'm cured!
Excuse me.
What? It broke through! Blast off!
What's a guy gotta do to achieve your dream?
Over yourself and face me, Crimson!
Barely even feel it.
Yeah, punch that dad of yours.
Hey! There's a lot more where that came from. Did we get him?
Not too shabby, gotta say. The years are really catching up to me. But the thing is, I'm in too deep to go down and out.
Such speed!
Oh?
Grimson.
Flamey, did those cuffs just...
It's Mom!
It can't be.
Ilana, is that you?
It's always the same with you, isn't it? Can't communicate with others worth squat, yet you'll bust your butt to the bone for them.
He's trying to murder your daughter.
What?
Mom?
Yep, that's me. It's been too long.
All this time, you were the shackles of mana binding these two together? By what means?
I don't really have a grasp on it myself, save that it's allowed me to watch over my daughter. my Karja, this whole way through.
You've been watching?
As for you, Grimson, I could swear I said not to torment yourself over me. So why is it that I find you crossing blades with our little girl?
Ilana.
You aren't the one at fault. And neither is Karja.
I'm gonna blame him for his attempted murder of his daughter. Thank you very much, Ilana.
You didn't just support my dream. You ran yourself ragged to help me achieve it. It just so happened that a few teensy little mishaps piled up from there. Am I wrong?
Teensy little mishaps. Now, if that ain't the understatement of the century.
Rather than standing against Karja, you ought to be standing beside her. That's what a father does. Am I wrong? Karja, this is one cruel destiny I've saddled you with. You won't hear me apologize, though. Not just because it wasn't my fault, but because it would mean regretting my bringing you into this world. And that wouldn't sit right with me. Worst of all, it would be spitting on the life you've been striving so hard to lead.
You're a good mom. Dad, on the other hand, terrible.
Right.
So, instead of asking forgiveness, I'll be giving you all the support I can. Now and forever.
I don't even know what to say. Thank you for saving me.
Aww.
Just look at how much you've grown.
Thank you, Ghost Mom.
Adel?
Yes?
Sorry. You're the one who deserves an apology. What with the way I roped you into this mess. That said, I'm glad it was you who happened upon Leela's shell. Something tells me you would have lent a hand even without my meddling.
You know it.
On that note, what do you say to becoming our son-in-law? You'd make a fine Norman. Huh?
Kinda saw that coming. I'll consider it.
I'm only joking. For the most part. Seems my time's up. I'll go with a smile, though. It's not often you get to speak from beyond the grave.
Not so fast.
Grimson, maybe try not to forget my parting words so
Maybe
quickly this
don't
time.
try to murder our daughter.
The rest is up to you, Karja. Go get him.
Right.
Yay, we got our cuffs back.
Mom.
What sheer force of will.
Huh?
It would seem those shackles are a manifestation of Ilana's resolve.
How did that even happen?
The reason her will has assumed physical form is unknown to me. Perhaps it would have been possible with the power of the Sea King's throne, but...
I see. Hey, Grimson, what now? You still looking to fight?
The mood's passed. Reckon I'll take some good long puffs and mull things over.
No, he's giving all
Let's
sniffly.
move on ahead, Adel.
I had to roll to one way or the
Right.
other.
All right, let's get back to searching for Rolla.
Reach. Come to the end. That's anything about that way? Hard bones, his customers are full of surprises. Yeah, well. I'm still upset with you. And she was incredibly understanding about the attempted murder of her daughter. But, you know, that's how things go sometimes. When a man tries to murder his child. So let's take a little break here. And I'll see you all in a bit.